I'm Dee Collins, and this is my lovely assistant Dorothy.
Hello.
And we're going to be testing mince pies for you for Christmas. Just the ordinary mince pies that you can get from the supermarket. Obviously there have been lots of mince pie testing going on, and there are overall winners, and today we're going to test for you the benchmark of the supermarket mince pie, which is
Mr. Kipling.
the Mr. Kipling mince pie. As I'm sure you know, is ubiquitous. You can get it in virtually any supermarket, and it's kind of the level playing field. And we're going to be rating mince pies plus or minus the Kipling.
Yeah, you know where you stand with Mr. Kipling.
They're always the same every year. Dorothy, would you care to open those Mr. Kiplings for us? Ease of opening is very important. If you happen to be an elderly viewer, you may be interested. Now that's good, because you don't get that extra layer of packaging. You don't get that cellophane thing,
No,
which is like.
You just get this.
These Mr. Kiplings came from Tesco. We're going to be trying these later. But these Mr. Kiplings came from Tesco, and they work out at 30p each. Although, of course, you can get them on 2-for-1 deals. But we're just going to deal with the standard base price for a pie. Do you want to get a knife so that you can actually cut it? And maybe a plate, because this table looks like it's been cleaned. The standard unit for a box of mince pies is the 6. I would eschew anything that isn't. Certainly don't go for the 10. Certainly never go for the mini mince pie, because frankly the proportions are all completely wrong. What's the point? What's the point? So you do need a nail to get your mince pie out. That's okay, fortunately I have them. Dorothy, would you care to cut into that mince pie and see where we are with it? What are your impressions?
Well, it's very crumbly, as I'm sure you can see.
That's shortcut crust pastry, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And that's fine, but what I like is if I want to be able to pick up the pie without it all crumbling to pieces, and so far it's standing the test.
One of the key points when buying a mince pie is the best before date. Ideally, something that's this year would be useful. It was a couple of years ago where all the supermarkets over-ordered their mince pies and they were still in the shops in Easter.
Yeah, that was a good year.
It was a great year.
That was fabulous.
Dorothy and I are the only people in our household that actually eat the mince pie. So more for the rest of them. These particular mince pies are 9th of December. Today it's the 24th of November. It seemed a bit dry.
Yes, a little. What I don't really like is when I did cut into it, a lot of little fine crumbs came off, and I know that if I were to bite into it, it would all go down my shirt, and then that's an issue.
Right, the other point about this mince pie is it's got a reasonable amount of mince actually in there. One of the things that you get in a mince pie quite a lot is a slurry, and there's just not enough mince in your mince pie. You need mince in a mince pie. It's got a bit of air.
Yeah, it's got enough at the top, about
room to breathe, I think it's called in the trade.
I quite like the decoration on the top of the Christmas tree with a little bit of sugar on top. I think that's, a standard decoration.
Yeah, it could be. Obviously all of this is recyclable as well, which is
what we like.
A good point. Now, what do they taste like? You see, Good Housekeeping has not really listed this mince pie very highly at all.
Really?
It's way down with 67 out of 100.
It's quite sweet, but that's what I like. It's got a good amount of currants in it. And when I did bite into it, only 2 crumbs fell on my hand, which I'm happy about.
These are the benchmark, the Mr. Kipling, against which everything else is judged. We do plan to bring you luxury mince pies, and right at the end of our series we'll do an episode on the Duchess mince pie, or this year I know it's being called the iced mince pie.
Call it by its proper name.
Previously it was the Duchess mince pie, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's the proper name, we should stick to that.
So, what is the scale that you're going to judge in for mince pies?
Numbers wise, I think out of 17.
17? 17 is good, it's a good base number.
And then from this will go plus Mr. Kipling and minus.
Okay. So where do you think we should put the Mr. Kipling Exceedingly Merry Deep Filled Mince Pie?
I quite like a 9.
A 9's good. A
A
9's good. There's room above it and there's room
Yeah.
below. Actually, I've already tried mince pies this year that are well below this.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. So I think 9's appropriate number.
so I think we should eat them.